Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for flying with
BYBA Travel.
What is up, travelers? I am so excited about this trip, the one I have been waiting for and talking about, Alaska. Now, before we begin, make sure to like this video and subscribe because this video will be in parts. Otherwise, it would be way too long. So here we go. Alaska is the largest state in the United States and known for its rugged beauty. Let me show you how jagged these rocks are. If you fall, you gonna die. All right, while I'm trying not to fall, they get so sharp because there are apparently like a whole bunch of earthquakes in Alaska. I learned that at the museum. That's what gives it its landscape. That's what chisels all the rocks and the mountains and gives it its beauty. That's them ankles of steel. Goat ankles. So, see that? Oh. And ask me how I'm gonna get back up there? Carefully. It's home to one of the world's most spectacular coastlines and a rich diversity of wildlife, including bears, whales, moose, and reindeer.
Oh.
No, he keeps trying.
Oh, yeah.
Spike keeps trying.
Oh. Yeah,
Yeah.
Spike jumping on people?
Yeah. I seen that, bro. I got it on camera.
This state has been nicknamed the last frontier and has plenty of natural resources. Over half of the world's total water supply is in Alaska, and it also has some of the richest fishing areas in North America. Just catching them back. Maybe I'll really catch a fish this time. You guys saw my first and only catch. Remember that? All right, let's grab it. Grab it. Anyway, Alaska has some of the most stunning scenery in the world. With over 3 million acres of public lands, there are plenty of opportunities for adventure, wildlife viewing, and exploration. There are many great trails to hike and activities to do in Alaska, so come along with us and we'll show you how we spent a jam-packed 8 days. So technically we had 10 days, but the flights here were absolutely horrible. I was supposed to arrive on the 5th of May, but because of delay after delay after delay, American Airlines, please hire, okay? I made it. Which means it was daylight by the time I got to my hotel. Yes, people, you'll have daylight on your side because in the summers, the sun rises at about 4:30 a.m. and sets at 11:30 p.m. A lot of people in Alaska are on a different sleep schedule than the rest of the country because they're used to their daylight hours. The farther north you go, the longer the day. Just north of Fairbanks, the day is 24 hours long. In Fairbanks, there are nearly 22 hours of daylight, about 19 and a half hours in Anchorage, 18 in Juneau. So you can jam a lot in on your trip if you go in the summer. Now the winter, that's another story. You won't see the sun for 67 days come winter. They enjoy the midnight sun all summer, over 80 days of uninterrupted daylight. Now, we went the second week in May, so this is about as early as you'll want to plan. The hotels, the rentals, and other accommodations were much cheaper, and there was less traffic. So if you don't like a lot of people, plan accordingly. So I've never taken the bus before, but I'm going to try and do it here in Alaska on the People Mover. That's the bus that they use. That's right across the street. It's the bus station. Anyway, our first stop on the way to Whittier was Beluga Point and Turnagain Arm. Look how beautiful this is. I'm so excited. Beluga Point is a small coastal community located on the southern end of Prince William Sound. It is a popular destination for tourists who come to enjoy the scenic views and wildlife, specifically the beluga whale. I didn't see any this day, but if you come in the summer, visitors are able to see belugas from this point as well as other marine mammals like seals.
Girl, what you doing with yourself?
Huh?
Why it look like you're doing breakdancing one-on-one?
Cause I am. Watch this.
Playing Twister. In Alaska.
Cause I don't want to step on these. Look on these little things. Look at that, little pickles. Eat one. Now, Turnagain Arm is a fjord in Alaska. A fjord is a long, deep, narrow body of water that reaches far inland. Fjords are often set in a U-shaped valley with steep walls of rocks on either side and are found mainly in Norway, Chile, New Zealand, Canada, Greenland, and here in the U.S., Alaska. That's right. This one is surrounded by steep mountains and glaciers, which makes it one of the most scenic places en route to Whittier.
I just want y'all to see this sugary top that they have out here.
It's a Cinnabon. Hopefully we get through here safely. There are no, because all the earthquakes that happened in Alaska. We could go through there and not make it out the other side. But I think we will. We'll be all right. What we're referring to here is the only way to get to Whittier, the Anton Anderson Memorial Tunnel. It's 2.5 miles and the longest highway tunnel in North America. Tickets are $13 for cars, and if you're going in the summer, May 1st through September 30th, traffic starts at 5:30 a.m. and continues to 11:15. Now, once we got to Whittier, we figured the best way to take a look at some of the glaciers was to take a boat tour.
All right.
Checked in already?
Yes, we have.
Just have your blue boarding passes out when you get down there and stamp your flag.
All right.
Okay.
The glaciers are majestic and definitely a sight to see. You'll definitely want to see that. In fact, we were able to hike a glacier, but we'll show you that on our 4th or 5th day here, okay? Again, make sure you subscribe so that you're notified when we post that hike. So anyway, Whittier is a small town. In fact, the population is only 270 people, and they all live in this building right here, you guys. Believe it or not. Everything is in here. The police department, the post office, the library, your teachers. I mean, like everything. The gym, the laundry, everything. So, yep, guys, we went through Whittier. That was it. All 2 minutes of it. It's a wrap. The 26 Glaciers cruise will probably be your best bet. No worries on food while at sea because they do provide lunch and they sell plenty of snacks and beverages on board as well. Now the cost is $180 per person, but it lasts 6 hours and it was worth it. All right, guys, we're aboard the Bravest and we're gonna take off here shortly. Incredible views and about the only way you'll be able to get up and close to a glacier unless you're hiking. These trips are daily at 12:45 p.m. and we recommend the 10:30 a.m. tunnel if you're going to get checked in on time. Also, we're traveling at 32 knots, which is about 36 miles per hour, and it's pretty windy on deck, so hold on to your hats or just wear a cute beanie like mine. It's windy. Make sure you bundle up. Yeah. I will repeat, it gets cold. We got so close to it. It almost felt like we could throw a rock to hit them, but in reality, we were still over a half mile away, but you couldn't tell because they were monstrous. It all looked so unreal.
It was a half a mile from one side of the fjord to the other all the way across. And now it's just 3/10 of a mile.
This is when everyone comes out to deck, so get your cameras ready. Everyone is trying to see the collapse of a portion of a glacier, and on this trip you'll see 26 of them, so you'll definitely get an opportunity to see it. It gets really, really quiet as everyone's waiting.
Right side fender just dropped a nice little piece. Keep your eyes over there. But just think of if a small little tiny piece from here that you can see looks like a softball, it's actually 4,000 to 5,000 pounds. And it could be falling.
The melting of the world's glaciers has nearly doubled in speed over the past 20 years, and it contributes to rising sea levels. Alaska currently loses more ice per year than any other region, so bring your bags ASAP. Because the landscape is changing every day.
There's a 1,000-foot waterfall directly at our 12 o'clock. In midsummer, when it's at full stream from all the snow melt, it would be a horse destination all by itself anywhere else. Here, nobody even pays it attention because there's too many glaciers right through here.
We're about to knock it. We're going in. Titanic. Oh my gosh. Did he just dodge that? Oh, he moved. Good job. We're about to go ice fishing, guys. Look, this rope right here. We were incredibly lucky to have great weather this day. They say it's normally cloudy in Alaska, but not today. It was amazing watching the water turn colors as we went up and downstream. And now for my favorite part, up close and personal with the glaciers.
Glaciers get their dose of input that they receive on the snow, although it takes 10 years for that snow to compress.
That is icy, guys. You'll see it all, travelers. Wildlife up close in College and Harriman Fjords. You'll see sea otters and arbor seals, sea lions, whales, mountain goats, black bears, birds, and all up close. On this particular cruise, my favorite was exploring the ice-filled bays and fjords carved by glaciers. As you can see, from the scenic drive here to Whittier and the 6-hour cruise, we've already seen some pretty amazing things here. If you only have a day or two to spend here, definitely make this one of your stops. For others that have a little more time, subscribe and stay tuned for our next few days. We'll take you into Seward on another cruise through the Kenai Fjords, hike a glacier in Matanuska. We'll even make out with some wildlife. Literally, John kisses a moose. That's funny. Anyway, we'll hang out with some reindeer and take you to some of the best places to eat. We'll also check out a little bit of Wrangell's St. Elias and Denali Park. Yes, this was a trip of a lifetime, you guys. So for the sake of time, subscribe and stay tuned.
That time in the trip where I have to get up to speed and try to make that tunnel for you guys. It dictates everything in this area, because if you miss it, you're going to be here for at least 1 more hour.
And that's a wrap, folks. We did it. Let's go.